YouTube. What's up? I'm back. So, I did a little bit of research on this one, and this one is also a divorce spell. And so, I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead and do this one the same kind of way, and because there's a reason. We have some suspicions that she's, may be narcissistic too, so we're going to go ahead and do hers the same way, where this one will be the same as that one, kind of, sort of. So, that being said, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to grab a couple of more candles. And I'm going to keep these two separate. Got them their own tray out. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the pictures. And we're going to get started. Okay. I don't think you guys can see the information correct. I don't think so. Nobody's on it. But you can watch it later, so I know I have to be careful. Okay. So there's his stuff is cut out, and I'm going to cut out her weirdo stuff here. She's kind of creepy looking. Not gonna lie. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to write her name on the back of hers first. And I'm going to write, what I want. I'm going to use red on her. Red is for fire. It isn't always about love, Anyways. So I'm going to write her name on the back of her head and how I want her thinking, what I want her thinking, etc., etc. Okay? Potatoes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. Well, I want her name on paper. I don't want it all big like that. I just want a little piece. I mean, you guys can't see that, can you? I'm just going to make like a little name tag for her poppet. I know that most witches say candles are sufficient, but I like to be thorough, and so we're going to use candles and poppets for this divorce spell as well. Okay? Just so you know what's going on. That's what's going on. Have you guys heard from Grey Witch yet? Poor guy. Okay, and this one over here. I'm writing his information on that. Shush. Let me see, how come? Is it this one? How come it doesn't say your name anymore, Crystal Witch? I don't see... Yeah, it doesn't have your name anymore. Why? I don't see it. Usually it says, Crystal Witch. And it doesn't say it anymore. Maybe it's this one. How come? Okay, wait, let me try. Okay, you're on my thing, right? I'm gonna go to my library. And I'm gonna go to... Wait, let me see. There it is, I found it. Witchy Music by Crystal Witch. I found it. Okay. We got it now. Alright, let's see, where was I at? Oh yeah. I put that spell outside, and I put a skull next to it. So hopefully people on their way to work won't go, oh, there's a fire. I better stop and put that out. Will they be in for a surprise? Okay, before I do his stuff, I'm going to stick with her real quick. I'm going to write on the back of her picture what I want. You hate him, you're disgusted with him. Divorce. Okay, petition's done. Here's her little name tag. Now we're going to do her poppet. We want this creepy woman to get a divorce. Lots of millions of reasons. We're not going to get into all that. I went back and rechecked the email just to make sure, because my notes were unclear, and so we had to fix that. So here's her body. So always flatten it out first, okay? I know you guys know how to do clay poppets, but this is my way. I flatten them out pretty good, and then I roll up their picture. Oh, but before I do that, I want to put some stuff in here. And I want to put some root, some of that. Is that a bone? Oh my gosh. There's like a dried rat in there that got crunched up. It's disgusting. Just parts of it. Isn't that gross? Okay, now I'm putting her rolled up picture and petition in the clay, in her body, in her poppet. You hate him. He disgusts you. You want nothing to do with him. You just want him to go away so you could get on with your life. Divorce him. You don't want to see him anymore. You don't want to have sex with him anymore. You want nothing to do with him. You're so over his lying, cheating ass. You're just wasting your time with him. You want him to go. Get him away from you. You hate him. You want nothing to do with him. You want him gone. You want him to go. Get rid of him. You can't stand looking at him. You don't want to hear his voice. You don't want him touching you or trying to kiss you or have sex with you. He's disgusting. You know he's a lying, cheating piece of shit. Get rid of him. You don't need him. You don't want him. You make him go. Okay, now we're going to... Ooh, Lucifer likes that. Everybody's doing good tonight with their energy levels. Like, all of them are. And I'm getting lots of energy. It's pretty wild. Okay. So there is her head. Every time you go to touch him, you get sick to your stomach. He grosses you out. So disgusting. You want nothing to do with him. So disgusting. Useless. Piece of shit. Oompa loompa. Divorce him. Get rid of him. You could do better. You could get any guy you want. You don't need to put up with him. You don't need him in your life. Get rid of him. Use these legs to walk out on him. Okay, now I'm going to carve her stuff on her candle. So for her, I'm saying things like no feelings. There you are. Did you get your new altar set up? It's so cheery. Woo! So much energy. Are you? Oh, good. You probably never worked so hard in your whole life, huh? I get a little into it, huh? Okay, so there is her candle and her little dude, the puppet. There she is. And I'm just going to, woo! Oh my, well, maybe that was supposed to be on there. I don't know, that's a lot. But okay. Alright, so, nasties. Aww, get some sleep. Just take a nice hot shower and go to bed. Okay, so I'm going to lay our candle next to her while we work on him now. And I'm just going to leave all this oil all over my hands. I might have to get some more Play-Doh because I don't have that much left in here. Oh, goodness. Alright, so we're going to do his body. Did I already write his petition? Nope. Okay, putting his body like that, right there. Now we're going to write out his petition real quick. I'm going to write his name on there. Okay, now he's just getting a little bit of this in there in his. I'm going to ask him if I can find another piece of snake skin. Ooh. Well, he's getting a lot. That's weird. There's some snake skin. Let me get that out. Let's get some more snake skin. There we go. So I want him to shed her. I want him to can't stand her, get away from her, you hate her. You don't care if you have to pay child support for the rest of your life. Who cares? That's what you get for being with a disgusting chick. Having children with her. It's a price you gotta pay to get away from her. It's worth it. Just go. Don't let her threaten you with that. Who cares? Tell her you would gladly pay child support. Hate her. You want nothing to do with her. She's such a disgusting pig. She's hideous. You can't stand her. She's not even the one for you. You need to get rid of her. You divorce her immediately. You have such a sense of urgency. It is on fire in your brain, in your mind, in your heart that you want a divorce. Get a divorce. Divorce. Go down. Get the paperwork started. Divorce her. Sign it. Pay child support. Whatever it takes to get her out of your life once and for all. And never go back to her again. Always stay away from her. You don't want to have sex with her. You don't desire her. You don't love her. You want nothing to do with her. You hate her. It's time to move on with your life. And put this behind you. Get it over with. Okay. I want to get out a little bit more clay for his arms and legs. What are you guys doing? Whew. These hands, you never want to touch her again. You want nothing to do with her. You will keep these hands in your pockets. Whenever you're around her, you don't want to touch her. You want nothing to do with her. Your hands off of her. These feet, you will always run from her. You can't get away from her fast enough. These legs just want to run away from her. They hate her. You can't stand her. She makes your skin crawl, and not in a good way. You never want to see her again. She disgusts you. You hate her. Okay, now we're going to do his candle. And they will be burnt separately. So much energy non-stop tonight, you guys. It's awesome. I don't even know. It's like, whew. All right. Disgust. Hate. Divorce. Alright. I caught my boyfriend doing that the other day. I don't remember what he had in his hand, but he had something and he did that, and I was like, you don't even know what you're doing. It's so funny. Okay, so now I'm going to have to go ahead and burn these a little bit. His, again, is going to go next to his head, and then hers will go in her head. And then they will also be going outside with the poisons. Hello. Alright, I'm going to put this over here so we can't see that, so I can show you guys. Hang on 1 second, guys. Let's see. Where are you from next? Smart, so divide your relationship and I command Did you get a divorce? You are now separated. You're now divorced. Sign the papers. Proceed with the divorce. I command it. Perfect. Okay, we're going to light the candles. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like before I take it outside. Take it outside into the moonlight. Whoa. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see it? Pretty cute. Okay, they're going outside now. I'll be right back. Alright, hang on 1 second, you guys. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right with you. One more thing to do real quick. Real fast. Alright. Looks good, looks good. My glasses so I could see. And I'm going to use this packet tag because it's fucking bright in my eyes. Alright. I have a cord right there. There we go. That's better. How are you guys doing? Did you guys have fun? With those bells were awesome, weren't they? Let's see. Yeah. Are you talking about his or mine? That one is not selenite. It's clear. It's quartz. Let's see, look. It doesn't feel anything like selenite. Yeah, it's clear quartz. But yeah, she had to have it. She was just like, I want that. And I said, but it's little. Well, you didn't know I got it because I didn't have. You've been busy today, so I didn't have a chance to like tell you all the goodies that I got today. Um, but yeah, she made me buy it. It was kind of expensive for the size, but I guess whatever. But she wanted it, so she got it. She doesn't care how much stuff costs. Thank you. It is pretty, and it feels amazing. The energy's really good, and she really wanted it. I picked it up just to look at it, just to see what it was. I'm like, oh, what's this? And then I put it back, and she's like, no, I want that. And so I was, okay. I said, well, I guess I have to have that. And the lady was just like looking at me. I go, well, she wants it. She was like, who wants it? It's like, yeah, I'll take it. And then I like handed it to her and told her, you can go add it to my stuff. That's what I do to them. I do that to them. I make them follow me around the store, and then when I take what I get what I want, and then I hand it to them, and then I say, you can add this to my stuff. You can add this to my stuff. I'm like, will you add this to my things, please? I don't want to have to carry it around. And they're like, sure. So I do that with like, I bought two coyote skulls. Here's the other one that I got. The other one I already sold. But yeah, so since I made this guy, he's a coyote skull. Now everybody wants the coyote skulls. And I have this one. I buy them from the Indians. And there's this place that's called, we call the teepees, and then I get them from them. But yeah, so I got this one, and then Lucifer has one on his altar that he really likes. And I was like, well, this one's Lucifer's. It can't leave his altar. It's his. So I got two. I got this one and the other one, and then, but they trap them here. The coyotes, they trap them because the coyotes here, there's so many, and they're scavengers. You know, they'll kill and like the Native Americans here have a lot of like sheep and goats and things like that is what they farm out here, and so the coyotes will eat them. You know, they pack and they'll eat them, and they're like at night. You could hear them like out in the fields across the street and next door, and sometimes you'll see them running by, and you're just like, shit. You know, there's a whole bunch. Yeah, there's a lot. One time I went out, and they were like laying all around the church. It was weird. It's like, oh yeah, coyotes. But anyway, so they trap them here because they're a real nuisance, and we have a lot of them. These and the beavers and the muskrats, they, you know, we have an overpopulated bunch of them because of all the rivers and stuff. You know, they like to build their dams everywhere and stuff and block the water, and lives in Nederland. That's interesting. Cool. I know there's a place by here called Natarita. Denver. Denver is like a rat race. It's like going to New York or something. I can't stand it. Too much energy for me. I can't handle it. And not only that, but it's too like violent now and stuff, you know. You have to, I don't like it. Mm-hmm. I bet. Yep. But so this guy's pretty cool, and so I have one left of him, and then I have Belial's chicken feet, and that's it. And so I don't know. I want to make Belial another set, because that's not his set. That's just a set that I made for him to bless, you know, for him to charge, if you will. And the spirits told me that this guy asked me if he was tribal. And I said, no, he's not tribal. I just do what Hecate shows me. She's awesome. I'm just good at listening to what she says. But I do like to do crafty things with her. She loves it, so yeah, he's fun. He's pretty badass. I want to take him back to the casino again, maybe in a couple days. Maybe in a couple days I'll take him back out there and let him show me how good he is again at doing that. No, not in his vessel. I took him, you know, in the astral planes. You don't take your vessels with you everywhere you go. You just call them. Like when you're there, you just call them in your mind, and then they're there. Yeah, no. Oh, I could just see me walking around the casino with this, going, what? They would be like, silly white girl. Who does she think she is? They would be mad. Our Native Americans aren't very nice here. Tribal, yeah. They would be mad. They would be like, I don't think so. Yeah, I'd get in trouble. They would probably kick me out and ban me for life or something. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe they like it. You never know. But no, I don't take him. I just, when he comes, you know he's there because he dances. And so it's kind of funny because he dances around. And he kind of looks like this, so it's funny. They don't ever mess. They don't mess with me, but I know that they don't like me because I'm white, but they're very stuck in the past, you know. We did this, we did that, blah, blah, blah. And so it's really hard for them, and they're raised, you know, to remember that. They're raised to remember what happened to their people, and so it's really hard for them to get over it when they grew up being told, you know, this happened and that happened, and they'll do it to you, and yeah, they're very racist. Yes. Very much so. I need to clean my glasses. They're filthy, and now I got grease all over them. Anyways, so Grey Witch, how is your room and stuff? Are you happy? How did your lounge room turn out and stuff? Are you all excited, and does it feel like home? Good. Really? That's weird. I think I remember that being like the case when I was growing up. I gotta get this. Damn, I'm on a cord. Yeah, it's not. Whatever. It is what it is. You know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know, huh? That's so funny. They probably, well, yeah, they know what it means there. It's kind of like your area, you know. Yep. That's right about where you're at, where it was like a big deal. So people just got to get over the past. It's over. It's done. Don't worry about it so much. Well, I think it's okay to remember it, but don't use it as an excuse to be a crappy person. You know? Yep. God dang it. Is that better? Much better. Alright. Just took a little window cleaner. Alright, you guys. So I guess I'm going to get off of here and get ready to go in. I got to take some pictures and send it to clients so I don't forget. And, yeah. So I'm going to do that and then blow out all of these candles and get ready for bed. And then tomorrow we're going to do a PR spell and a, what's the other one? Oh, return what you stole. Because RF's car got broke into and they stole all of her pictures and stuff from her family that's deceased. Pictures of deceased family members. So we need to get that returned. But I had a thought about that. I need to talk to her about it. I was told something about that. And I was like, they said, wouldn't that be interesting? And I was like, oh, you guys are sneaky. But anyways. Yeah. We're going to help her out with that and make them give back her stuff. There's a whole big story to that. Hopefully I'll let her tell it if she wants to, because it's pretty cool. Yeah, there's like a whole more to it, but anyways, so yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna get off of here. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for keeping me company all through the night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right? Peace out. You're so very welcome, sweetheart.